So next would be out of 50 women aged 30 to 45, how many are strictly for the streets, short-term dating, having fun, and how many are actually like wifey, marriage, long-term relationship material?
Okay, there's a lot of numbers here.
From your experience, from your
women,
guys' personal experience.
There's a lot of numbers here. 50 women ages 30 to 45. How many of those women are high-value women? How many of them are for the streets?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's do this number. Like, what is it?
Specifically that age group.
That age group. Okay, there's this age group they know better now. They should know better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on where they live.
Yeah, this is another thing. I think demographics
let's just say Southern California.
Oh, see?
Okay, that's a big difference too, because like
most of the world doesn't operate like
I know.
OC.
I'm around all the time. Like, I know.
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego is different from Orange County, and
like
LA
I'm
is
from
different.
San Diego.
She's from ST.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and there's just a bunch of coke whores running around.
Yeah, seriously. And down there at Ocean Beach, La Jolla, like all that stuff. Yeah.
Just
I don't know.
And 30 of them just run.
I'm gonna say in the ST there's more HVWs because these women are serious about getting a ring and their sperm, because a lot of women marry older in the OC. When people say, oh, they look at me crazy because I'm like, I'm gonna have a few more kids. They're like, are you nuts? I'm like, this is normal in the OC. Are you kidding? Women in their 40s are having kids like it's normal.
Sure.
So they are wanting to get the ring. They're wanting to get their eggs out of the sperm bank or put in, whatever the case. So I would say in the OC, those numbers would be a little higher. I don't know, maybe 10, 15%.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think in the rest of
What about LA?
LA, I would 1-2%. What do you think, bro?
Really?
How many high value women in LA out of 30?
From 30 to 45.
How many? 1, 2? There's got to be some outliers. LA, everyone's just trying to get on TV, fuck whoever they need to fuck.
I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9.
8 or 9 out of 30
out of
in
50?
LA.
Out of 50?
No, like total.
Okay.
They'll do anything
Out
because
of
they
50.
just want that bag.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me this. So that's why the
You're
age
more
is
generous
from.
I'm saying 2.
No,
It's
I
LA,
mean-
girl.
No, I said total and all.
Okay. Oh, total.
Yeah, she's not saying
Oh,
percent.
you're
she's just saying
saying
8 or 9.
8 out of all of LA, 8 women. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, I'm not shit, man.
Shout out to LA real quick.
No.
Jeez, man. The land of the models
I still
and
love
waitresses.
Yeah.
So
We're SoCal girls. Like,
I know.
between the age of 30 and 45, are they for the streets because of what they went through in their 20s?
Or just what they're trying to accomplish.
Are they tainted? Are they damaged? Like,
I feel
why?
like there's so many demographic stuff that plays in here, but I think a lot of it is trauma related. Yes, for the streets. I think for the streets because a lot of them have made themselves be for the streets, not trauma related, just by following pop culture, following, oh, I need to have my ass out on Instagram. It's like, oh, I have a vagina? Yep, ass out on Instagram. That's like the prerequisite
well,
now.
the streets look
especially
different
nowadays.
now. Like, it's a whole different kind of
The streets are glamorous now.
Yeah.
It's cool to. It's like
It's a thing
cool,
to do now.
It's cool to be ratchet. Ratchet
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a whole different kind of street now.
That's why I go back to saying that social media kind of destroyed the.
kind of. It did.
Kind of.
But I'm sorry, rap music didn't help, and you guys perpetuate it.
Yeah,
and I'm
sure.
talking to you. You guys are like, there's so many hoes out there. You guys listen to songs talking about hoes and glorifying them
Watching
and
the
having
videos and all
oh
those
that
stuff.
ass is thick, man. I've never seen that video vixen chick. Like it's like, dude, you guys are perpetuating this culture because what do you think all these girls and your daughters are looking? Oh, I want to be able to twerk like that. Yeah, 7 years old. These parents putting their kids on TikTok twerking. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just, it's not cute.
Very true.
My son tried that one day. I said, "Don't you ever do that shit again. I will fucking fuck you up, dude." He said, "Mom," and she knows,
She has the most gorgeous.
and she knows that is out of character for me. I'm like the loving mama bear, but I saw him
her
twerk.
son is something else.
He loves her. He is a little, yeah. He is. People
His
are like
name is Prince.
Prince.
I mean, she named her son Prince.
They're like, dude, you're gonna be a grandma before a few years. Like, no, I gotta keep him right. Grandma. Yes. He's got swag though. Prince is like, I said, Prince, do you have any girls that you like at school? He's 7.5. He's like, Mom, The girls are so annoying. I'm like, well, what do they do? He's like, when a teacher asks them a question, they're like, hello, yeah. He's like, they don't even speak up. They're not confident. He's like, they have nothing important to say. He's like, I'm so over them. I'm like, oh my God.
Already feeling entitled at that young age.
I'm like, dude, but he has me for a mom. Can you imagine him like thinking
Feeding
about
him.
a girl that's going to be like, who can't speak up?
Yeah.
So speaking of that, you know your son Prince. I seen your video. Like, what is it about that your man that, I don't know how you broke it down, but you should be as one, like as in you praise him as God.
Oh, and then my child
equals-
next. Yeah. So when I say that, I'm referring to someone like like a life partner, like you're my husband, you're my life partner, you're like in it to win it, like 1000%, then that's a different story. Like if you're just my boo, no, my son's still going to come first at that time. Until you've stepped up and said, hey, I'm locking it down. Here's a ring, or I'm with you for life. Even if you don't do the traditional wedding, because I know some people don't do that. I understand. Everyone's telling guys not to get married now, so I get it.
Seriously.
But you're like committed, living, resources shared, taking care of the children, all that. Then it comes to that level. For now, no one's earned that right yet. So my son still comes first. But I will say to all those people that are like, I'm not going to invest in time. I'm a mom. Or guys tell me like, hey, I think this girl likes me, but she's always like saying something about her kids and make it. Sometimes she's told me like she has to go because of her kids. I'm like, cap.
Yeah. What do you say about men dating women with children?
Single mom. Well, there's good ones and terrible ones.
So
terrible ones.
give us a breakdown.
Okay, so for instance, when I was dating my ex who lived out here in the IE, I would hire a sitter. At that time, I was paying $300 for like a round trip for me to come, drive out, go out to, hell, spend the night with him, have dinner, get up, spend the day, drive back. That's $300 I was out, not including gas, all that, to see him. And that was me showing like I'm investing in our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, people say like, she like canceled on me and her kids. I'm like, if a woman really, really likes you, it doesn't matter what's going on with her kids unless like they're sick or something.
Yeah.
Of course, this is like, come on guys, be common knowledge here. Like, let's not
Common
throw
sense
me
is not
under the,
common no more.
yeah. Cause they're going to
Yeah.
be like, oh, she's saying neglect your kids. Stop with that.
Yeah.
Your kids are healthy. They're happy. They're thriving. They're in bed. They're in their pajamas. They've had meals. Come on. Like, and she's still making excuses. She's not into you or she's using you
I
for
just
something.
made a video about this.
She's not.
Actually.
Did you want to add something to that?
No,
So
I
as a
just
single
agree.
mom, like
So you agree?
I made
100%.
Okay.
great
I'm raised by a
sacrifice.
single mom.
Yeah. So she knows I made great sacrifices to be with him because I wanted to show him, yeah, I have a son, but I'm still here for you.
Still make it.
Like
still able to
whatever
make
I
time
did for my
you.
son, I
Yeah.
did. I made my son's lunch. I made him fucking lunch. If I couldn't make him lunch that day, I'd send it to the shop where he was cutting hair. Like I treated him the same way I treated my son, except obviously sexual stuff. That's
Yeah.
totally different. But so that's cap. So most single moms, I'd say, yeah, it's a bad idea because they're gonna 1000% put their kids over you. They're gonna neglect your needs. They're gonna come up with a lot of excuses on what they can and cannot do. But if a woman really wants to be in your frame, she will make time and adjust her life accordingly to fit you in it.
Yeah, that's also in my video that she'll minus time from her time to add to your time.
That's right.
And that's how you know it's
That's
too
right.
much.
Absolutely.
There's always a way. Look at me. I have no family, no people like that I could just now. I mean, I have a few girlfriends now I'll drop him with, but I still made it work.
Yeah.
And they might say, well, I don't have $300. Well, I'm sure you have a friend, an uncle, even though
She'll
like
figure it out.
you'll figure
You'll
figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
People figure out, the women figure out what they want to
She's
figure
been
out.
yeah,
figuring it
for sure.
Even figuring it out for 7 years.
I found a way to make it happen. So women are great at making excuses. Don't you agree, Serena?
Yeah, and also juggling, but that's a choice.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
I take care of my son. She's met my son. My son is a saint. He's a bad little Shiva. She loves him. And I raise him alone. His dad is in Europe, sees him once a year.
Okay.
I don't want to talk too much about that.
Yeah,
Respect
yeah.
for my son and them, but nonetheless, I have him, right? I run a business, international business. I host global retreats all over the world. I have a nonprofit that I work with victims of human trafficking. I take care of myself, clearly. I'm 41. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I make time to, like you said, juggle and do the things. This is the most profound, simple statement. People do what they want to do.
I agree.
Okay.
What do you always say? Beginning and end, or what do you say? You say something like yes and no. You say something.
What do I say?
Period and the end or something.
Oh, period, the end, sweetie.
That's what she always says. Yeah. So yeah, single moms I think can be, you got to vet them really well. And I would do, if I was a guy and I was dating a single mom, I would do, women do this to men, I would do a couple trial runs early on to see, put her in
To make sure,
situations
yeah.
like, hey, honey, I'm sick, whatever. It's not going to kill you. It's going to save you some time. I'm not feeling well, see what she does. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm swamped with the kids. Good luck. You know?
Well, like, okay, think about this. So, like,
Good luck with that.
you know, Jay, like, the man flu, for example.
The man flu.
The man cold, right?
The
So-
man cold is like
Okay, so
men
so
having
please explain.
surgery.
Okay, so
Men
like,
are babies, y'all.
So we'll have pneumonia, and our boyfriend, husband, whatever, will like sneeze, right? And it's like a catastrophe.
Yeah, they're in bed for a week. They are unable to move or
But
do
like,
work.
we're in a coma, like
We will still be sending out emails, organizing the kids' lunches, full on
making-
pneumonia,
making
doing shit.
tea, like massaging.
Men just can't handle.
carpooling.
Men can't handle sickness very well. You know, it's just on
Yeah, it's
us.
just a different pain tolerance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we birth out 7 to 10 pound little, you know, lice, heads this big that come out of our yonis.
Yeah.
I think we can handle a cold, and still like I've run.
I love getting cold. Like I feel like it's a break.
It is like
It's like
it's
vacation.
it's
Oh,
a
it's a
detox.
vacation. It's a
Yeah,
vacation.
I'm like, please get
I'm
sick
like,
again.
oh,
But so yeah, I would run some tests on her, little
Okay.
simple things to see if she's going to make time for you, and
Actually,
it doesn't
sacrifice
have
some
to
stuff
be like
actually see you.
I'm the exception. She is as well. I would always say like it doesn't have to be extreme, but just show that she's doing something. Like, I'm so sorry, I have the kids. My son's father doesn't have them, but let me see what I can do. What's your address? Let me send you some soup. If I can get, you know, the auntie to come over, I'll swing by. I can't stay long, but maybe I can just come by an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
Make sure. What do you need from CVS? Or we have fucking Instacart now,
Yeah,
Postmates.
something.
There's like no excuse anymore.
Sure. Yeah,
I think
sure.
relationships should be so much easier now. We have all the things we didn't have years
Yeah.
ago. Are you
Well,
kidding?
and how much-
FaceTime?
Pretty much all kinds of stuff at
how
the
much-
tip of your
like,
fingers.
how good does it feel to really express love to someone? Like to me,
I
that
love
feels
it. I love
really
it.
good.
I just want to love.
That feels
There-
really good to me.
It's the best thing to love and worship a man. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you feel like you have meaning to your life. You have
See, I'm
purpose.
telling you,
Yeah, but
girls right now,
but
they gonna leave
like you
comments
just
and
said a
be like,
couple
"Man,
statements
that's
ago.
crazy." That was when she said that.
You guys are an exception.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like some girls would even say, like, "Man, that girl's crazy. She's talking about being a slave."
Oh, they
That's-
tell me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like, you're
Yeah.
you must have terrible self-esteem. I feel sorry for you.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Read through my comments.
Damn.
People
What
tell me
the
that
hell?
I
That's
need
crazy.
to like
Damn.
get better boundaries and have more self-respect. And they go for me hard.
Wow.
So they've been coming for me saying like I backdate like the feminist movement like 45 years. I'm like, sweetheart, like in your wildest dreams, honey. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
no,
Yeah, that's super crazy right there.
that's cute.